Sorry.
How we doing, guys?
Oh, hello. Good, thank you. Hi. Hello.
Taylor Swift just did something this weekend that nobody on planet Earth saw coming. 48 hours ago, she was in London on date night number 2 with Travis Kelce. 24 hours ago, they boarded a private jet. And as of last night, Taylor Swift was on a yacht off the coast of Athens, Greece, dancing the Hasapserviko at a Greek wedding with Travis by her side. Yes, Greece, Athens, a Chiefs teammate's wedding, a traditional Greek dance, and one of the most surreal Taylor Swift sightings of the entire year. Greek media is flooded with reports about her behavior at the wedding. The bride's family is reportedly stunned by her down-to-earth nature, and the photos that did manage to leak out from the strict no-phones policy are circulating on Twitter right now. Let me walk you through everything that happened in Greece and tie it to the wild things happening around their own wedding right now.
You'll feel this year whenever you're sitting at your wedding.
I can't wait.
Here's the story. Saturday, May 9th, Nick Karlaftis, the Chiefs' defensive end, and one of Travis Kelce's closest teammates, married his longtime girlfriend, Kaya Harris, at the one and only Thesis Resort in the southern suburbs of Athens. The venue is one of the most luxurious wedding destinations in Greece. The guest list was tight, the privacy was on lockdown. The bride and groom required all guests to surrender their phones at the door. No cameras allowed, no social media posts, no leaks. The whole event was treated like a state secret, and in the middle of that lockdown operation, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce arrived. They flew in by private jet. They stayed on a yacht near the hotel. They walked into the wedding completely off the radar. Greek paparazzi never got a clean shot. Local fans had no idea they were even in the country. The only proof we have today is grainy fan photos that slipped past the no-phones policy and the gushing reports flooding Greek media this morning. Now, here's the part that has fans melting. Greek media is reporting in detail about Taylor's behavior at the wedding, and every single account paints the same picture. Taylor Swift, the most famous singer on planet Earth, showed up at a wedding in Greece and acted like a normal guest. End quote from one Greek outlet. She danced all night long, away from cameras, without staged appearances, without the burden of the image that usually accompanies her every move. For a few hours in Athens, the world's biggest pop star was simply a guest at a friend's wedding. End quote. Sources said she danced with Travis. She danced with the bride and groom. She greeted every single guest. She went up to the buffet by herself. She waited in line for food like every other person there. And when Nick Karlaftis broke into a traditional Greek dance called the Hasapserviko, Taylor joined in. Yes. Taylor Swift learned a Greek folk dance on the spot and danced it with the rest of the wedding party. Quote, kind and down to earth, as they said. End quote.
Stay back, please. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hey, guys.
The simplicity is what stunned everyone. Taylor could have demanded a private corner of the venue. She could have had her own security detail visible. She could have insisted on a separate dinner service. Instead, she did the opposite. She blended in. She waited in line. She danced. She laughed. She talked. She mingled. She showed every single person in that wedding venue exactly why people who actually know her always describe her as warmer and more grounded than her public image suggests. The Karlaftis family is reportedly raving about her this morning. The bride's friends are talking. The groom's teammates are telling stories. And for one night in Athens, Taylor Swift was just Taylor, the girl from Pennsylvania, not Taylor Swift, the global megastar. Her outfit also broke containment. Taylor wore an elegant blue dress with matching jewelry. Her hair was styled in a tied-back updo. The look was sophisticated but understated, exactly the kind of dress you wear when you want to be a beautiful guest without upstaging the bride. The few photos that leaked show her looking radiant. Travis was reportedly in classic wedding guest fit, and the two of them together looked like the kind of couple a wedding photographer would beg to photograph. But they couldn't because of the no-phones policy. The privacy of the Karlaftis wedding was so tight that even the photos that did leak were grainy and unclear. That's exactly the kind of wedding security operation Taylor is reportedly building for her own ceremony on July 3rd. Now, here's where it gets wild. The trip to Greece is reportedly not just about supporting Travis's teammate. Sources are saying it's also a honeymoon scouting mission. Taylor and Travis are reportedly planning an epic multi-continent global honeymoon after their July 3rd wedding. The destinations being floated include Greece, Italy, Croatia, the Bahamas, Lake Como, the French Riviera, Singapore, Australia, Fiji, and Hawaii. Greece has been on that list for months. The fact that Taylor and Travis spent 2 nights in Glyfada, one of the most cosmopolitan and protected destinations on the Athenian Riviera, is reportedly more than just convenient lodging. Sources say they used the trip to evaluate Greek hotels, restaurants, and yachts for their actual honeymoon. The Karlaftis wedding was the cover. The honeymoon scouting was the second mission, and the fact that they stayed on a yacht near the hotel suggests they were already living the honeymoon lifestyle in real time. Now connect this Greece trip to everything else that just happened in London this week. 2 days ago, Thursday, May 7th, Taylor and Travis were spotted having dinner at Gymkhana, the Michelin-starred Indian restaurant in Mayfair.
Correct.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
The same night, they watched their friend Sadie Sink perform as Juliet in Romeo and Juliet at the Harold Pinter Theater and gave her a standing ovation. The same night, they attended Poppy Deluvine's 40th birthday party where Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice were also guests.
Oh my God, that's dangerous.
Then on Friday, they did date night number 2 at Gordon Ramsay's new restaurant Lucky Cat on Bishopsgate Street. Taylor wore a lacy black slip dress with a trench coat and heels. Travis wore brown with plaid slip-ons, 2 London date nights in 2 days. Then they hopped on a private jet to Greece for the Karlaftis wedding on Saturday. Then they spent the night dancing the Hasapserviko. The schedule is wild. The energy is wild. And the speed at which they're moving through Europe 60 days before their wedding is wilder than anyone expected.
Hey Travis, hey Travis, hey Taylor, hey Travis, Taylor. Looking fantastic, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show.
The biggest reveal of the entire week, though, is something else. Sources just revealed that Taylor and Travis are actually planning 2 separate weddings. The first one, the official ceremony, is happening July 3rd in New York City. The second one, the after-party that doubles as a second wedding reception, is reportedly being planned in London at the Chiltern Firehouse for the month after the New York wedding. Yes, London, a second wedding reception. The Chiltern Firehouse is a luxury venue in Mary-le-Bone owned by hotel mogul Andre Balaz. Taylor and Travis have a personal connection to it. They celebrated at Chiltern Firehouse after Taylor's Eras Tour shows at Wembley Stadium 2 years ago. The venue is closed to the public after a pizza oven fire damaged it last year, but it remains open for private events. Sources say Taylor and Travis are planning approximately 120 guests at the London reception. The exact date is 1 month after the New York wedding, which would put it in early August. The 2-wedding strategy gives them the privacy of an American ceremony for their closest friends and family, and a separate European celebration for their international friend group. It's the most ambitious wedding cycle of any celebrity engagement in recent memory. The wedding aesthetic itself is also taking shape. 7 top wedding designers and event experts weighed in this week about what Taylor's tablescapes and reception decor will likely look like. The consensus: deeply romantic, cascading peonies, Marie Antoinette-inspired grandeur, lush florals, mixed textures, cinematic atmosphere, story-driven composition. The designers all said the reception will feel like stepping into a movie, personal, intentional, memorable, combined with the rumored 1950s Hollywood theme and the gown reportedly inspired by Elizabeth Taylor's 1950 wedding dress. The whole event is going to look like a vintage romance film come to life. Yesterday was also Mother's Day, and Taylor was not in the United States with her mother Andrea or future mother-in-law Donna Kelce. She was in Greece. Travis was with her. Sources have not confirmed how the two families handled the holiday, but with all the travel happening around the wedding, sources say the moms understand that Taylor and Travis are in full wedding crunch mode. Donna and Andrea are reportedly bonding more with each other anyway. They've been spotted together at events for months. The Mother's Day handoff is just one more small detail Taylor and Travis worked around. Sources say the families understand the couple will reportedly do something special with the moms after the wedding. So here's where we stand. Taylor and Travis flew to London on Thursday for date night at Gymkhana. They saw Sadie Sink perform on the West End. They went to Poppy Delouvin's birthday with British royals. They did date night number 2 at Lucky Cat. Then they hopped on a private jet to Athens for George Karlaftis' wedding at one and only Aesthesis. Taylor danced all night. She did the Hasapserviko. She blended in. She charmed every single Greek guest. They stayed on a yacht in Glyfada. The trip is reportedly also serving as honeymoon scouting for their massive multi-continent post-wedding tour. The biggest wedding reveal of the week, Taylor and Travis are planning 2 separate weddings, one in New York on July 3rd, the second in London at Chiltern Firehouse a month later. Wedding experts predict the tablescapes will be Marie Antoinette grand and deeply romantic. Mother's Day passed quietly with Taylor in Greece. 60 days until the New York wedding. Then a month later, the London reception. Then a multi-continent honeymoon. Taylor and Travis are not slowing down. They are running through every romantic city on the planet at full speed, and if the last 72 hours are any indication of what's coming, the next 60 days are going to be the most photographed, most talked about engagement period in modern celebrity history. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.